gonna do as I say!
Come on, Frank. I've always had a problem with authority. You know that.
Stay put! Don't do it!
Rotten beef. Yank!
Easy there, Ed. He's dead. Won't be killing no more people after today.
Yeah, they will. I'd shoot them all again if I could.
Hank, fetch it out.
Now, that was some crazy stunt you pulled back there, brother. When are you gonna learn?
Frank, taking a risk is in my blood. Big risk, big reward.
Yeah, well, you better learn to control it. Otherwise, you're going back to Missouri in a pine box.
Ah, you worry too much.
I do not.
I'll say this about the Army, they sure are right on time.
Come on, Hank. We gotta start moving tracks before someone comes along.
Well, I told you we should have hit them further up the road, but you don't listen to me. You James boys, you don't listen to anybody.
I heard you, Ed. We both heard you. It's just that we don't take orders from you. See, we do things our way. Now, you're either with us or you ain't. You got that, Ed?
Yeah, I got it.
Right. Let me see.
Frank, Jesse's right. We better move it.
Don't worry, I'll get you some help. Can you ride?
It doesn't matter.
It's not. You just sit easy.
What are you planning on doing, Frank?
Yeah, what gives?
Well, my brother's been hurt. We can't wait around here no longer.
Well, whoa. What about our cut?
We'll meet up in 4 days' time, Gila Wells.
What? Gila Wells?
We're split thin. All 5 of us.
That's just no ghost town.
That's right. And that's why it's a perfect place for us to meet.
Well, I want my split right now. You don't mind?
Ed, I do mind. And I'm not gonna sit here and talk to you boys about it no more. Now, my brother's been hurt, and that's that. We'll meet up in 4 days' time. You got it?
Yeah, I get it, Frank. Hey, Cobb, what do you boys say about this?
Fine, Frank. Get Jesse all the help he needs.
Thank you. Now, we better take off before we end up with more trouble than we bargained for.
Come.
Howdy. Might as well stop where you are, son. You don't need to come around here. You Yanks already got everything I had. Ain't nothing left for you to steal.
My brother's been hurt. Need some help. We can't go no further today.
I can only speak to a broken spirit, not a broken body.
Just the same, I'm coming in. My brother, he needs to rest a spell. He's been shot.
Shot?
I'm Frank James. It's my brother, Jesse.
Please, come inside quickly.
We need to act quickly on this, Mr. Burdett. Word will spread fast. And if we don't show decisive action, people will start asking questions.
What do you propose to do?
Catch him, Deputy. Bring him into justice.
4 men dead here, Marshal. All armed. Extremely dangerous. Billy there. Fought alongside me a few years back. He was good with a gun. And he was a good friend. Whoever did this, they were better guns than these boys.
You reckon it was the James brothers?
Maybe. Them and a few like them take more than 2 men to do this. They sure enough hated the Army bad enough to try something this bold.
That's how you see it.
That's how I see it.
I want Jesse James. Dead or alive. Frank, if you can get him. But I especially want Jesse. We need to send a message to folks who still think the war isn't over. He's getting famous. Writing letters about himself to the newspapers. Acting like some kind of a hero.
For some folks, he is a hero. These old Confederates out here, they ain't got nothing left to be proud of, but they sure got a belly full of hurting. None of them Rebs has any rights anymore. Can't vote. Can't hold an office, can't even sit on a jury. Can't do near anything since the war ended. Times are hard for them.
Well, the war has ended, Mr. Burdett. We've got to put this country back together again. And we can't let them Johnny Rebs go running around stirring up trouble, you know that.
You know they can't even preach a sermon in their own church.
That don't give them a right to go robbing and killing. This time, they took a U.S. Army payroll. That's $30,000 hard money.
They don't see it so much as robbing as it is taking back what's theirs in the first place. Money to pay the Army for occupying their land.
You sound just like one of them, Mr. Burdett.
You know better than that, Marshal. But I got eyes. And I can see what might just drive a young man to a life outside the law.
That's why you're the man to bring him in. You think like they do. Don't start feeling sorry for them. They'd kill you as fast as they would any unionist.
Understand what drives a man to a crime ain't the same as feeling sorry for him. These poor boys, they still don't understand it. A man like yourself, his eyes on maybe being our next governor, well, you get the big picture, don't you?
I want Jesse James.
I'll let you know what I come up with.
Follow the money.
How long you boys been out of Missouri?
A couple weeks. Seems longer.
Well, life's pretty much come to a stop around here since them Yanks took over.
Yeah. Been hard on everybody. Especially decent folk.
Oh, nobody here is blaming you, son.
You did your part for the South.
Yes, sir, that we did.
Well, now, this is some piece. You mind?
Schofield 45. A modified Smith & Wesson number 3. Named after Major George W. Schofield. Jess and me, we owe that man a debt of thanks. At least that's what I think.
Hard to believe that a man thinking his own thoughts would be against the law once the stars and bars fell.
Yep.
Just thinking. How can just thinking be such a crime?
Problem is, we're on the losing side.
Mary's brother, Jimmy, he was killed at Stone Creek. Her daddy was shot dead trying to bury Jimmy proper in the town cemetery. They wouldn't even let me say my piece over their bodies. Them Yanks said I wasn't a preacher no more. Imagine that. 40 years of spreading God's word, and I'm not a preacher no more.
Mr. Simpson, things will change. They will. I don't know how, and I don't know when. But they will change.
Can you promise me that, Frank James? Can you?
How you feeling?
Hurts real bad, Frank. I think the bullet's still in there.
I reckon it still is.
It needs to come out.
And who's gonna take it out? You?
I've done it before. For my brother, Jimmy.
Now, your grandfather said Jimmy got killed.
I couldn't let him be buried with a Yankee slug in him. He wouldn't have wanted that.
So you dug a slug out of a dead man.
It'll work just the same. You might want to wait outside.
Mind the cure doesn't kill my brother.
When I take this bullet out, it could be like pulling the plug from a barrel. I'm not sure what's going to happen.
I understand.
Is there anything you'd like to get off your chest before I do it?
Are you trying to save my soul?
Confession is good for the soul.
Maybe for you, but I can't stop to think about what I've done. Frank and I have always gone our own way. I was raised on a farm by good, decent folks. But the war changed everything. Now the Unionists are grabbing whatever they can and making themselves rich. I just can't abide by it.
You should go home, Jesse. Fight this in a different way.
I will, when the time's right. Not just yet.
All right, then. Try and hold still.
Ma'am, I ain't got the strength to resist.
You might surprise yourself. Try and think about something else.
Like what?
How about that pretty horse you got? I ain't seen a paint like that in a long time.
She's pretty, all right. But not as pretty as you.
I almost hate to do this to you.
Thank you, ma'am.
My name's Mary. I'm Reverend Simpson's granddaughter.
Thank you, Mary.
You okay?
I hoped I'd never see another one like this.
Well, I just want to say how much I appreciate everything you've done for us.
Did you kill the man who shot your brother?
I did.
Good. I hate them. I hate them all.
You leaving soon?
Have to. Gotta meet some people. And it won't do to wait.
Oh, what about Jesse?
We have to get him to the next town where he can see a proper doctor. Just because the bullet's out don't mean it still won't kill him. Bullet starts damage. I reckon he can ride by tomorrow.
Are you sure he can make it?
He has to. Besides, longer we stay here, the better chances for trouble for you. And I don't want you people to suffer on our account.
What else can they do to us?
Ma'am, you don't want to know.
The gate that leads to damnation is wide. The road is clear and many choose to travel it. But how narrow is the gate that leads to life? And how rough the road and how few there are who find it. May God watch over you.
Amen to that, preacher. Ma'am?
All right, I'll see your bet. And raise you $1.
Dollar? I thought we was playing for real stakes.
Oh, come on. Quit your griping, Harley. I've already got 20 on the table.
You boys better hold on to your money with both fists. I hear tell someone robbed the Army payroll yesterday.
Yeah, that's what I heard, too. Better than blue coats in the bank, huh?
Yeah, well, there ain't been any bank robberies around these parts in a long time.
Nope. They's out to break the back of them damn Yanks.
Yeah, I'll drink to that.
Evening, mister. Can I help you?
I need a doctor.
Doctor's right over there. You feeling poorly?
Not me. I need a doctor for my brother.
Yeah, what's wrong with her?
Hunting accident. Got shot.
Is he bad off?
We got the bullet out, but he still needs some proper help. He needs to see you now.
Right in a moment, son. I'm working a hot hand here. Oh, damn.
You done?
I am now. Keep my seat warm, boys. I ought to be back.
Mister, I didn't catch your name.
Ben Woodson.
Was that who I think it was?
I think it's best we just don't ask.
Well, I tell you, you guys got to be more careful. A hunting accident? That's the most senseless kind that I've ever heard of. What are you guys hunting anyway? I mean, there's hardly any good game worth going after around these parts.
It was a ways from here. Does it really matter?
Not to me. Let me see. Well, whoever addressed this wound did a fine job. Real fine job.
Yeah, we got lucky.
Yeah, I see. It didn't hit anything vital. Well, just put a hole in your muscle.
Then I'm gonna be all right?
You will be. In a day.
A day?
A day or two. You don't want an infection setting in when he's on the road, do you?
No, but I got somewhere I need to be.
If I was you, I'd just stay put. Now, this is gonna sting a little, but the medicine you're gonna need is gonna knock you on your butt for a while.
Brother?
Hey, Doc. Could we have a moment? Alone?
All right, I'll just step outside.
Best do what Doc says. Give it a day. Then head up to Gila Wells. I'll meet up with Ed and the boys, okay?
All right, but I don't like us splitting up.
Well, then don't get yourself shot next time.
I'll work on that.
Good. Hey, Doc.
Yeah?
Come on in. Do your worst. Hey, little brother. Take care of yourself. This is getting to be a habit.
Have you come to strike down the servant of God Almighty?
Sorry, preacher. I couldn't take the chance.
There's no one here who can hurt you. Just an old man and his granddaughter, Mr.
Burdett.
You a lawman?
Yes, sir.
I figured. And, a unionist?
Aye.
Then you can leave. Right now.
I'm gonna have to search your building.
Building? This building is the house of God.
I don't mean to put you folks out. But there's a gang of outlaws operating in this area. That's for your own good.
What do you know about what's good for us? People like you made things bad as they are.
I know how you feel. These men killed 4 soldiers. They stole a lot of people's money. They are not your friends.
Since you choose to brandish a weapon in the house of the Lord, I can't stop you.
Thank you.
I am thinking very bad thoughts right now, Grandfather.
Before man is life and death, good and evil. That which he shall choose shall be given him.
Not soon enough to suit me.
Sorry. I guess I was wrong. Have you seen anybody ride through here in the past day or two?
Haven't seen a soul.
I didn't think so. Good day, sir. I don't suppose you've seen anybody passing through here.
No. But the road forks about 2 miles back the way you came. Most folks take the South Fork. You took the North.
I was playing a hunch.
Looks like it didn't work out.
Looks like.
Yeah.
Are you going somewhere?
I'm sorry, Grandfather, but I have to warn them.
Don't fall in with them, Mary.
Whoa, son, now easy there. It's just me.
Don't sneak up on me, Doc. It ain't healthy.
Sorry. Look, Mr. Woodson, I think I've got a pretty good idea of who you really are. And if you want to get out of here, you're going to need to trust me a little bit.
Why would you want to help me?
Well, because I'm a doctor. And it's my job to look after people like you, no matter who you are or what you've done.
Sorry, Doc, but I got my own way of looking at things. It's hard for me to trust anybody.
Well, look, give it one more day. Then you can ride out of here and get yourself killed proper, if that's really what you want.
All right.
Good.
How'd you find me?
Ain't too many pretty horses around look like yours.
I've been meaning to trade them off, but I've got so darn fond of them. Helped save my life more than once.
Someday he might just help you end it.
What are you doing here?
I come to warn you. Lawman came by the church today looking for you and your brother.
Did he have a name?
Burdett.
Never heard of him. You know who we are, or was he just fishing?
If he did, he didn't say. Looked around, went back the way he came. I just thought you'd want to know.
I do. Thanks. Doc says I can ride out of here tomorrow.
They know who you are?
I think they do. Told him my name was Tom Woodson. But I think they know. Either way, best to move on.
Is that all you do? Move on from one place to another?
That's all I can do.
Just you hold it right there, mister. Put your hands up where I can see them.
Don't get jumpy, mister. I ain't looking for no trouble.
We ain't looking to get robbed by no more of you rotten bandits.
I ain't here to rob nobody. I'm here meeting some friends.
Huh! Well, you come to the wrong place, mister. Ain't nobody here a friend of yours.
They'll be here soon enough. Can I ask you a question?
Hey, told you to keep them up.
Fight for the stars and bars?
You got that right. And I reckon I still got a little bit of fight left in me.
And I reckon you wouldn't want to be shooting one of Quantrell's men now, would you?
Captain William Quantrell?
Yep.
No, sir. Who you be then?
Frank James.
Frank James out of Missouri?
Clay County.
Why didn't you say so in the first place? Frank James. Come on down. Frank James.
Well, I thought Healer Wells was deserted.
It was till we got here.
We?
Yeah, me and the others.
How many are you?
There's 4 of us all together.
And where might they be?
They're hiding out. One's a girl. The other 2, they ain't got no backbone for gunfire.
Why are you so brave?
I'm a stage driver. And as such, I got to be prepared for violence.
Well, I'm damn glad we didn't have to shoot it out.
Me too. This thing ain't got no lead in it.
No lead?
I couldn't have shot you if I wanted to. Come on, I'll get you a drink. When this town died, it left a lot of skeletons unburied. Damn saloon, almost completely stocked.
And folks must have cut and run in a hurry. How do you happen to be here?
Jayhawkers. Run my coach off the road, took damn near everything we had.
Even stage?
Yes, sir. They took the stagecoach, they took the horses, they took everything you can imagine, and they left us here in a town that ain't even seen the shadow of a ghost in over 3 years.
We're lucky they didn't kill us all. Guess they figured we weren't worth wasting their bullets on.
Well, that is quite some story. How long you folks been here?
We've been here about a week. We haven't seen anyone come through in all that time.
Carrie, quiet now.
And suddenly you show up. Tell me, what are we expecting to find here?
Just some old friends. This town seemed like a place that fit our needs.
You have a horse. Now we can get out of here.
Mister, we can't all ride out of here on my horse. Besides, Princess, she's rather particular about who she lets ride her and who she don't.
I mean, you got to help us. We can't stay here any longer. It ain't safe.
Well, now, you are a rather skittish fella, aren't you? I'll tell you what, I will help you all. But not until I finish conducting my business.
And when might that be?
In a couple days. After my brother arrives. And what might be your name, partner?
Excuse me, sir. My name's Tyler. This pretty lady's Carrie. That's Jed.
You two married?
We are.
We are not. We were going to be as soon as we got to the next town.
You two running from something?
My daddy doesn't understand Jed, but he will when we're married.
Carrie, you wait outside. Now.
Carrie's got a rich pappy. You don't want a penniless son-in-law like Jed. Isn't that right, Jed?
Maybe not. But Carrie ain't had no suitors in almost 2 years. They're lucky anyone even wants her at her age.
If that's true, why did you run away? Could it be that you're afraid her daddy might stop you from doing him this big favor?
Mr. Tyler, I would advise you to keep your mouth shut about my business. Or I might just...
Oh, you might just what? Shoot me? You don't got the guts, Jed.
Or the lead, from what I understand.
You got that right. There ain't no ammo in this whole town.
It's probably for the best. Hope you all get out of here in one piece. Wouldn't do if you ought to start shooting each other. Wrong fella might get killed.
Three of us, and only one of him. Could just take his horse if we wanted to.
So damn funny, old man.
Him that just walked through those doors? That's Frank James. He be brother to Jesse James, out of Missouri.
Jesse James. The outlaw.
Outlaws to some.
Still want to try for his horse?
Evening. You needing something?
Maybe. I'd like to ask you boys a few questions if you don't mind.
All right.
Anybody here seen a couple strangers in town? Anybody passing through?
Besides yourself? I don't know. How about you boys?
Nope, nothing.
No.
Let me make this plain. I'm looking for Frank and Jesse James.
Oh, James gang. They're a dangerous lot. You going after them all by yourself?
Have you seen them?
Ah, hell, I think we'd know the James gang if they rode through here.
I did hear that somebody robbed the Army payroll. No witnesses left alive. You reckon that might have been the James boys?
That's the way I figure it.
How are you going to prove something like that with no witnesses?
I'm gonna catch him. Red-handed.
Evening, miss.
Evening.
Can I help you?
Just some potatoes and a sack of flour?
Would that be a 5 or 10 pounder on flour?
5, please.
Yeah, well, that be all?
It'll have to do.
There's been a fella in here asking about if we seen any strangers in town lately.
Really?
Yep, could have been a lawman.
Is that so?
Yeah, could have been.
And have you seen any strangers lately?
No, we haven't.
Too bad. Evening.
Here you go.
Thank you.
Thanks. I think I'm getting my appetite back.
It's gonna take a while. Just don't be in too big a hurry. Besides, I ain't much of a cook.
It's okay. My mother used to say I'd drink boiling water for soup if it was put in front of me.
There was a man asking about you at the store earlier.
Burdett?
I don't know. I didn't see him. Just heard about him.
Wonder if any of them boys gave me up.
I don't think so. They ain't got no stomach for those state lawmen.
Just the same, I should be moving on.
Not until you've had something to eat. You haven't took a bite in 2 days. You look weak as a kitten.
Better just give me that boiling water then.
See? You were hungry.
Yeah, I guess I was.
Why do you boys go on living like you do? Always running, hiding. And for what? You make off with a shipment full of gold and you're still living like stray dogs.
Maybe that's all we are. Stray dogs.
You don't believe that. Neither do I.
This ain't a land of opportunity anymore for a young man, Mary. Especially them that fought in the war.
So what? You go off and make your own opportunity with a gun and a heart full of anger?
That ain't how I see it. But I know it must look that way to some.
Don't you want a real home? With a wife to look after you? Some place where you'd be safe and your children would be safe?
And an old dog sleeping on the porch?
Why not? What could be so wrong with all that?
Not a damn thing. I just don't know if I can change who I am. Who they made me. Can people really change? Can we really ever put aside all the bad things we've done? Can we ever outrun our past? Or are we just destined to be who we are?
We can try. But you can't keep killing everyone who gets in your way.
You think I want to? Every time I kill a man, a little piece of me is torn away. I don't think I can ever get back whole again.
You can. You can if you really want to. But you have got to build that house, porch and all, from scratch, Jesse. It will be your saving grace.
It's a pretty picture you paint. I just don't know if there's a place in it for me.
There's one for me.
Are you really ready to build your house with the money I killed a man to get? Could you sleep in that house? Have your babies in that house? I gotta go.
Tequila Wells?
How'd you know that?
You talk in your sleep.
Oh.
I could be that woman. I could be a good wife to you.
I wouldn't make a fit husband for anybody. I'd only make you a widow, and I wouldn't want to do that.
Happiness is what you make it, Mr. James.
My brother's waiting for me. I gotta go.
Mr. James!
Excuse me?
Jesse James?
Who might you be?
Burdett. U.S. Territorial Marshal's Office.
Looks like you're ashamed of that badge, Mr. Burdett.
I'm just not anxious to get myself shot in the back, that's all.
Yeah, I know the feeling. A man like you's got more enemies than friends these days.
Well, I wish I could say the same for you. I couldn't help but hear the young lady call you Mr. James. Is that right? You Frank or Jesse?
Jesse. Am I wanted for anything?
Somebody ambushed a U.S. Army payroll wagon just south of here. I figure you and your brother to be in on it.
Me and Frank? Frank ain't even here. And as far as that missing payroll, it's pretty clear I ain't toting anything bigger than a bedroll.
You ain't got the gold with you. I reckon you know where it is.
That's gonna be hard to prove, Mr. Burdett.
I know you boys think the U.S. government's done you wrong. Well, if I was in your shoes, I guess I'd feel the same way. But you can't right any wrongs by going around killing innocent folks.
I've never shot an innocent man.
That's a matter of opinion. I'm gonna need your gun, Jesse.
You're making a big mistake, mister.
Your gun, please.
Just give him your gun, Jesse. They can't prove a thing.
Let's do as she says.
Which end you want first?
Handle first.
I've always had a problem with authority. I hope you understand. He dead?
No,
Good. I didn't want to kill him, but he forced me to draw.
I know. I'll get the doctor to look at him. You all right?
Yeah. You know, I've been thinking about what you said earlier. Could be there's something in what you say. When I finish my business with Frank, maybe I'll ride back your way.
If you leave now, don't expect me to be waiting.
No?
No.
Probably better that way.
Evening, Mr. James.
It's Frank.
Mind if I have a seat, Frank?
Sure, town.
It's funny you should say that. All my life, I wanted to be a big man. Someone important. Someone that people could look up to. I wound up being good at cards.
Well, every man should be good at something.
I'm a very good judge of human character. I know when a man's bluffing. I know when he's gonna fold. I can see it in his eyes. It's like a window right into his soul.
Well, Miss Tyler, what is it you see when you look at me?
What I see in your eyes scares the life right out of me.
Good. At least we understand each other.
What are you two talking about?
We're not talking about anything in particular, just some friendly chit-chat. Where's Carrie Ann?
Why are you always so interested in my woman? Carrie Ann belongs to me until I decide otherwise.
I'll tell you what. I'll cut you for her.
You ain't got nothing to bet with, Mr. Tyler.
No. I guess I don't. But Frank here has a horse.
Hey, whoa. Do not include me in this. A man without a horse is a man who's going nowhere fast. But just out of curiosity, where is she?
She's asleep. It's like I told her to be. I never should have took her from home. It was a mistake I'll not soon forget.
Love conquers all things. So too, let us surrender to love.
What are you driving at?
Oh, do you really love this woman?
Of course I love her. Done said so, haven't I?
Saying so don't make it so. Now, if you gentlemen will excuse me. I think I prefer my own company.
Frank?
Yep.
You like Carrie, don't you?
Well, I can see her. Why?
Well, you'd want her to be happy, wouldn't you?
Get to the point, Jed.
Well, I was thinking, if you were going to be in town for a few days, maybe I could borrow your horse, get to the next town. Bring back the wagon so we could all get out of here. That'd make Carrie real happy.
I reckon it would. What if she don't exactly see it your way?
Just give me your horse. Doesn't even have to know. By the time she finds out, it'll be long gone. Nothing she can do about it.
And that'll make her happy.
Look, Mr. James, I gotta get out of here. I can't take this anymore. You got your brother headed this way. He can get you another horse. If you want, you don't even have to come back. You just help Carrie Ann as you see fit to get back home or whatever you feel's best. Her and me, maybe it was a mistake after all. I'm man enough to admit that.
You're man enough. Tell you what. I'll think on it. I'll let you know.
Well, let's, just keep this between us two.
What you just told me, I wouldn't want to share with anyone. Come on, Princess.
Mr. James,
Evening, Carrie. Please, call me Frank.
you ain't leaving, are you, Frank?
Oh, no. No, I'm just taking this little bag of bones out for a little walk.
She's a grand-looking animal.
Yes, she is. She and me, we've been through a lot together. I even had to dig a bullet out of her shoulder once.
That must have hurt.
Said. I thought you were sleeping.
Jed told me to go to bed, but I don't always do what he says. I'm not a young girl, Frank. I've done things my own way for a long time.
I see.
I don't even know why I'm here. Guess I'm just afraid of being an old maid.
Old maid? You're hanging it up too soon, if you ask me. You might want to think on it a little bit more. You want to go for a ride?
Oh, I really shouldn't. Jed would be furious.
Yeah.
Such a nice night.
Yes, it is.
Marshal Kane?
I gather you had some luck in locating the Jameses.
You would be correct.
What happened?
Well, it wasn't the hardest trail I ever followed, but it was made a sight more difficult by the people I met along the way. You'd think I was the outlaw instead of the Jameses.
Figured that much.
I found Jesse in an old mining town. Looked like he'd taken a bullet during the ambush. He was wounded for sure, and he was alone.
And you underestimated him.
Yeah. Yeah, I thought maybe he might have slowed down enough for me to outdraw him.
I can see that. It's an hour old. drink it anyway. What now?
What now? I don't know. I'm open to suggestions.
Burdett, listen to what you just said. Jesse was wounded in the ambush. What's Frank going to do? He's going to hold off splitting up that money till he knows Jesse's taken care of. Wherever they're meeting can't be more than a day or two ride from where you saw Jesse. Which way did he take off?
I don't know. I missed that part. I think maybe I can pick up his trail.
You're lucky he didn't kill you.
He had his chance. I don't know why he didn't take it, because I'm gonna dog his tail until I find him.
Just bring him in. One way or the other. This time I think about a long-range rifle. Pick him off when he least expects it.
Wait, you mean shoot him in the back?
Mr. Burdett, it's wanted, dead or alive. There's no honor to it. It's not supposed to be a fair fight. It's justice. Pure and simple. Justice.
Sorry, Marshal. I'm just gonna have to do this my own way.
It's your funeral.
You mind Princess here? Gotta settle some business back behind the shed here.
I won't look.
Right?
Not really, but I'd like to learn, if I could.
Not much to it once you get started. The biggest part is not being afraid. Making sure the horse knows that too.
Can't imagine a man like you is afraid of much.
Every man's afraid of something. Most times you just have to fight it down and ride on over it.
With all your exploits and adventures, I'd be surprised there's much of anything that frightens you. What could it be?
I don't want to die alone.
Neither do I.
But you can't let that fear control your life or your actions. That's when you'll make that fatal mistake.
Am I making one now?
That's for you to decide.
We good?
Yep. I think we can do business. You come by and see me first thing in the morning.
Thank you.
Going into town, Ed?
Not yet, Cobb.
Why not?
Because we're early. They don't expect us till tomorrow.
I don't understand.
As long as we're tagging along with Frank and Jesse James, we are gonna be hunting. Because of them, the law is gonna be nipping at our heels every step of the way. And we're never gonna be able to spend that goal, because the law is never gonna give up looking for it. What we need here is a good, clean break. It's us, or it's them. Simple as that.
You still good, Frank?
Sure. You?
Yeah. Carrie Ann's still asleep. If I could just get out of here before she wakes up.
So you won't have to explain to her how you're heading out here to go find a wagon so you can come back and fetch her.
Oh, yeah. You know how it is.
Yeah. I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. You're gonna take Princess, and you're gonna head to the next town south of here. It's about a day's ride. You're gonna take Princess and put her in the stable under the name Ben Woodson.
All right.
Then you're gonna take this here money and buy yourself another horse, and you're just gonna disappear.
I will. And thanks.
Hey, boys! I do believe that is Frank James.
That's Frank James's horse, all right.
Wonder what he's doing leaving. Don't seem right. He knows we're supposed to be meeting up. I figure he's fixing to double-cross us.
I reckon it's as you say.
Well, let's just see what we can do about that. Ha!
You just killed Frank James.
You're damn right I did. I'm gonna kill Jesse next. No other way. Let's go get that payroll. Well, look at that. How do you figure that fool got a hold of Frank James' horse?
Maybe Frank's already dead.
Don't be ignorant, Cobb.
No. No, maybe he's right. Well, there's only one way to find out.
boys run into some trouble out on the road?
He did.
Oh my God.
What happened, Ed?
Hey, Frank. We caught this feller trying to steal your horse. We hollered at him, and he just took off even faster, didn't he, boys? So I got lucky. Got him in one shot.
You had to kill him.
Well, it was either that or let him steal your horse, Frank.
Hank, you and Cobb take his body up to the old jailhouse. We'll bury him later.
Come on, give me a drink.
A little bit early in the day for that, don't you think?
Not at all. We've been on the road for a good couple of days. Circling around, waiting for you. So, how's Jesse?
He should be doing okay.
He's not here? You know, do you think we could just all get our cuts and all be on our way?
We're gonna wait for Jesse.
Why?
Because that's the way I want it. Because that's the way it is.
Oh, that's right. I forgot. You don't take orders off of me. Right. At least you didn't used to. How about you raise them up, huh, Bill? Yeah, look what you made me do. All I wanted was my cut. Is that too much to expect? Now, you're gonna go over there and you're gonna get that strong box and you're gonna walk it out into the street. Right now.
Did you shoot that man on my horse because you thought it was me?
After you. I believe that is the hammer of a Schofield 45 being cocked.
Morning, Ed.
Morning, Jesse. We all thought you was dead.
Not hardly. Now he's down.
Whatever you say. That's your brother. So, Now, we're all here. Do you mind?
How about it, Ed?
I am very disturbed by all this.
You think I trust you?
No. Come! Hey! What did I tell you about them Jameses? They double-crossed us.
Where's the gold?
You asking me? I don't know. You care to tell us, Frank?
After you try to kill me, Ed? I don't think so.
Frank rode out of town last night with that girl. It's the only time he's left town since he's been here. I'm betting she knows where he hid the gold.
And who might you be?
Just a man with some knowledge.
Aha. I bet he's right. Hey! No, Frank. You don't want to get Hank more upset. Put her down. Good. Now, mister. How about you boys take that lovely lady out of town, see if she can lead you to the gold. That is, if she can remember.
Yes, sir, Ed.
And we'll all just wait. Right here.
Get down.
All right, where is it?
I told you I don't know exactly. He just went around back there for a minute.
Stay here.
Hey, Frank. You were right. I thought I killed you this morning. Imagine my disappointment when it turned out not to be you.
You have my sympathies, Ed.
We can all settle this right now and be done with it.
What do you think, Mr. Tyler? You want to get mixed up in all this?
Let's just say for once in my life, I want to side with the winner.
That's what everybody wants. Winner, take off.
I shot Jesse James.
Frank, go get that girl! Sure! Yeah, stop wasting time! Don't be crazy!
Might be wise for you and me to take this gold and hightail it out of here.
And what about her?
Sorry, darling. We don't want no witnesses.
Now we're both hurting a little, huh, Ed? Kind of evens things a mite. Now get up.
Well, the difference is, Jesse, I don't need my legs to shoot. No, no, that won't do. That just won't do, Jesse. I'm out. You're not. All this time, living in your shadow. You and your brother always being the big shots, always telling everybody what to do. Well, that ends right here, Jesse. There ain't gonna be any more showing off. Ain't gonna be any more wild exploits. Your legend ain't gonna be nothing. Because all anybody is gonna remember about you is that Ed Bass killed Jesse James.
Hey, mister.
You should have killed me when you had the chance, Jesse. Why didn't you?
Just didn't feel like the right thing to do at the time.
It's gonna cost you.
Taking risks just runs in my blood.
Step away, miss.
Do as he says.
You want to shoot? Then shoot.
I just want to take Jesse in. I have to.
Get out of the street.
You have the gold?
Nope. Just lead. Drop that pistola, friend.
Everything work out for you, Frank?
Yep, you?
Looks like. What about him?
I don't think things are working out too well for him at all.
You want to string that Yankee up? We got a good strong oak down at the end of the lane.
I don't think that's going to be necessary. Mr. Burdett?
What?
You got Ed Bass, you got his gang, and now you got half the gold. I think you ought to consider yourself lucky and cash your chips in.
That's good advice, Mr. James.
You never saw us, and we never saw you. Fact is, it's all right with Frank. I think we'll be heading back to Missouri. I'm a little homesick.
Hey! Jesse!
Didn't want Mr. Burdett's boss thinking he took out Ed and his gang without a fight.
Thanks.
Don't mention it.
Is that all of it?
Half.
Half. You only got half.
And Ed Bass and his boys.
What about the James brothers?
Well, they must have split up and went their own way before I caught up to them.
I'm disappointed in you, Burdett. I thought you were the man that could get the job done. The whole job.
I'm only one man.
Yeah.
Meanwhile, I'm betting everybody's going to feel a whole lot better with even half their money back.
But Jesse and Frank are still out there.
If they ever show their faces again, I'll be after them. Meanwhile, Ed and his boys are out of the way.
I heard that one of them got shot in the back with a long rifle.
You know, that couldn't be helped.
So, there it is. At the end of the day, so much for honor. Put it back on, Burnett. I think you finally realized that there is no honor in any of this. It's justice. Pure and simple. No honor.
I'm sorry, Marshal. You don't have one without the other.